closer to heaven. Resort in VA, next time we'll be in Aspen. Divinity, where all my problems is absent. A getaway from the pain with shit done crashing. Yo, yeah, that, back. How real is that? Soon enough we at dinner tables and laughing. Tomahawk steaks on our plates, my day one's bragging. I'm on resource and knowledge resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my vacay. Angel on my left side, damn, just look how she slay. You fucking blood suckers. On my soapbox, Jamaican way I twist lock. Bitches on my jack and dreadlocks, Geechee with no socks. Naked over the stove, feeling like step pops. Baby boy, daddy Kane, it's time to step out. Keep it crippy, word to trippy, avoiding Mickey. Trap be sticky, block spinning to leave him dizzy. Gillespie, peace be with all my niggas resting. 9 peace with the beef, pray up and count your blessings. How real is that, Had to cut off the line and that's a fact, Cut off the niggas I knew was holding me back, I'm on resource and knowledge, resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my J.O. Lay low, ice cold, the show must go. What type of shit is you on? A new flow, let me connote, no, I got hope. For peddlers and cane pitchers, base hitters, lane switchers, bird flippers, before Twitter. Baby mamas and sisters and granny knock your ass out, you should've listened. Contradicting the box, faded. Scottie Pippen, dipped in Christian. Stand in the rain, my new edition. Breaking family curses, building a new tradition. Secured the clip in, Janelle and Willie on some new shit. Holy water protecting your boy from holy war. Life's a movie, nigga, I'm conducting the score. Off the porch through muddy water, staying the course. Appreciate every breath while I'm dealing with loss. Lanes merge when you got no business in it. Which direction you headed, make sure you pin it. Confession spewed to the world, record my penance. Ironic how hard but pain is self-inflicted. How real is that? I'm on resource and knowledge resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my in the streets, fuck love, life, and loyalty. Niggas flamed in hate, betrayed by older G's. Throwing guppies to sharks, shit I can't believe. OG Percy's unaware of the difference between the core and the sheets and what the future brings. A hustler's dream and his reality. Bill collectors be calling fuck if the baby eat. How the hell he gon' believe in what the pastor preach? Fuck it, crack a 40, light up the ether. Baby mama don't give a damn about your feelings neither. And you be spending the time to raise up your seed. Curation it takes fulfilling emotional needs. She just mad you got another bitch down on her knees. Consequence of ignoring love when engagements ring. But shit, y'all always fighting and out of sync. Cause your side piece instinctively provides peace. That's realer than Holyfield on a June night. So it's fuck what they saying, but never losing sight. Watch the intricate plots under enticing lights. So many homies, Jesus Christ, they go your peace of mind. Yeah, and that's a fact. How real is that? Yo, trips to the mountains got me closer to heaven. Resort in VA, next time we'll be in Aspen. Divinity, where all my problems is absent. A getaway from the pain with shit done crashing. Yo, yeah, that, back. How real is that? Soon enough we at dinner tables and laughing. Tomahawk steaks on our plates, my day one's bragging. I'm on resource and knowledge resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my vacay. Angel on my left side, damn, just look how she slay. You fucking blood suckers. On my soapbox, Jamaican way I twist lock. Bitches on my jack and dreadlocks, Geechee with no socks. Naked over the stove, feeling like step pops. Baby boy, daddy Kane, it's time to step out. Keep it crippy, word to trippy, avoiding Mickey. Trap be sticky, block spinning to leave him dizzy. Gillespie, peace be with all my niggas resting. 9 peace with the beef, pray up and count your blessings.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no Yo. We back, man. We back.
Yeah.
Back on Down to the Wire. No lead today. No lead today, but Colin's back in the building along with Sebastian. How y'all feeling, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I got a crazy parlay
Okay.
that's
Okay.
that's already halfway down, man. We halfway down. We halfway
It
there.
might hit. It might hit. It might hit. It's halfway there.
I need that.
I'm having a great day.
Oh, I know
Y'all
you
know I'm
have
having a great day.
I know
Mm.
you having a great day. So let's jump into it, man. That first topic, we got to talk about it. Texans Chiefs, man. Texans
Mm.
Chiefs. Chiefs won the game 23-14. It looked like the Texans were dominating for most of the game, but the way it's been all season, Chiefs were able to pull it out. So, Colin, you want to start it off, man? How you feel?
I feel amazing about our win. I'm not gonna lie, man. I heard what Will Anderson said. I saw what the internet said. The Texans versus the refs. Well,
Well,
if that was the case, if you knew that was gonna be the case, why would you go in
yo,
high? Why would you go in
well,
high on Patrick Mahomes and hit him standing up? That's terrible fundamentals, bro. That's
uh,
terrible fundamentals. You knew if you knew it was gonna be. So you said that you knew the refs was gonna be calling it a certain type of way.
yeah,
Why would you go in high and hit Patrick Mahomes? Even if when they slowed it down, it looked like he hit Patrick Mahomes with his chest. This is on the rough and the passer call. Was that the first or second quarter?
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah,
In real time and fast speed, it looks like you hit him helmet to helmet. So they're gonna throw the flag.
yeah.
You have to be more disciplined than that. In the second quarter, Justin Reed had a very questionable no call where he hit somebody. I don't know if it was Nico Collins or it was Mechie. He hit Mechie across over the middle, and it looked like it could have been a hitting a defenseless receiver. But when you take a look back at it, midsection and with his shoulder.
Yeah.
So outside of that one Mahomes scramble play where they called toe for unnecessary roughness, that was the only egregious call that I personally saw. Outside of that, I just saw us beat the Texans. We beat them. I'm watching our offense actually get a rhythm. I'm watching Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, the true offensive coordinators really be able to install the type of offense that they want. I'm seeing Hollywood Brown running different routes, and Mahomes trying to get his timing together with him. I loved what I saw. Justin Reed flying around. Drew Tranquil had a great game. Justin Reed always seems to play really well against his former team. I'm happy, man.
Shout out
George
Karloftis.
Karloftis.
Yes,
George
yes,
Yes.
Karloftis is a
Karloftis.
star.
That's
He
a-
is a star. And on the Texan side, Nico Collins, pay that man.
yeah.
Man,
I
Nico.
enjoy. I thought it was a good game. I was working, but I still had the game on. So
How you feel, Sebastian? Man?
Yeah, for all the people that are complaining about the refs, yo, shut up, bro. Y'all gave up 8
Shut
sacks.
up, yo.
Yo,
thank
you
you.
gave up 8 sacks. You scored 14 points. Like, you're not going to win playoff football games in Arrowhead like that. Like, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. You're not doing that. You're going to have to go up a couple possessions probably and try to make Mahomes beat you, and you're probably still going to lose. So, to me, I just don't want to hear the ref talk. I know it's a meme. I know it's like the cool thing to do when whenever the Chiefs win. I don't think this game came down to the refs. I do think the Texans played better than I thought they would. They were rushing better than I thought they would. They outgained the Chiefs on the day, which I was surprised by, even with a great game from Kelsey. But you can't give up 8 sacks, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you can't give up 8 sacks. And they were crucial sacks. Third downs, fourth downs, in the red zone. Like, you can't do that, bro. You got to get points on the board. They got sacked out of field goal range like twice.
Yep.
Like, you can't do it, man. Like, you're not gonna win football games like that. So to me, it's what you expect from the Chiefs to be able to pull this out. I thought they would win more convincingly, but to Colin's credit, he said that the Texans defense was way better than we were giving them credit for. And they showed they looked good even yesterday. They weren't great, but they looked good. Will Anderson, Stingley and them. Like, the Texans, PMC always talking about their window being open to close, but I think they was yesterday,
The window
bro.
was open.
The window open, man. To me, the window's still open. They're not gonna have to deal with much in the AFC South. So it's like they're gonna be in the playoffs again. They're gonna be healthier. Collins,
we're gonna have to
clearly
deal with CJ Stroud for a while.
Yeah, listen,
Guys.
listen, man. I'm sorry, the window
Go
not
ahead,
closed for
PMC.
me.
Guys.
Even if it's just slight, it's just a little sneak peek.
Guys.
Come
Still
on,
open,
Mr.
man.
Moderator. Go
Guys,
ahead.
I'm just, and I posed this question to Sebastian earlier. I think there's been a lot of talk about like the resurgence of like running backs this year, and also like the resurgence of like the started too early quarterback, like the Darnolds, the Bakers, like all that good stuff. But reality is like the top quarterbacks are winning everything. Like I think they said like there's this thing where they're like, oh, in every division, the best quarterback in that division won the division, which is debatable, right? But for the most part, it's clear, for most of the divisions. And I think the same thing is true with like these teams that are winning. Like Stroud is good. Like I'm not saying Stroud is bad, but it's like sometimes you just run into Jordan, you run into LeBron, where it's just like, yo, you just can't get out of that conference because like you're running into that thing. Whereas like, yeah, Stroud, you could say, yeah, Stroud's gonna be around. Mahomes gonna be around. Mahomes here. Like he not going nowhere.
Years.
So like, you know what I mean? It's like, is he gonna be able to beat Mahomes? Because that's kind of what it is right now. Like, can he beat Mahomes? And if he does, it's like, is that going to be the same year that he beats, Burrow, Allen, and Lamar? Because going forward, it's fair to say that you're going to have to beat at least two to get to the Super Bowl if you're in the AFC. So who's capable of doing that? And I
think it's too soon to say that CJ's incapable.
He ain't done it.
I think he's capable, but it's only his second year.
Yeah, it's too soon to say he's incapable of doing it. Like,
and you see who he ran into back-to-back years? Lamar last year.
Well, that speaks to PMC's point. That speaks to his point.
Like, but no, it doesn't, because that was his rookie and sophomore year. Who better to learn from? And we saw a better, like CJ Stroud last year in the playoffs versus CJ Stroud this year in the playoffs. Who performed better? Obviously, last night CJ Stroud was light years ahead of what he did last year in the playoffs. Last year, not gonna lie, he looked like a rookie.
Yeah,
he looked like a rookie in the playoffs. This year, I saw a poised, confident player who had faith in his receivers to go up and make big plays for him. He took off what he needed to take off. Decided to run the game plan for this game, because we're notorious for blitzing with man-to-man. We were in zone that entire game last night. He picked the pressures, CJ Stroud, and we got 8 sacks. So it worked more times than it didn't. And it put them in really shitty spots where we didn't have to go man-to-man with their receivers, because we don't have Snead on the other side anymore. We have one lockdown corner. Everybody else is So to see CJ Stroud still be able to break through that with 8 sacks, hey man, he played well.
They gotta get that right, man.
He had the number one, the top number 3 receiver in the league.
Yeah, I just think I think it's gonna be tough, right? Because like, same could be said about Lamar. Same could be said about Josh Allen, where it's just like, hey, they're gonna get there eventually. They're gonna get there eventually, and it's just like they may not. Like they just may not.
Brady fell off at some point.
Oh yeah,
Like Brady wasn't in every Super Bowl.
that took a while.
Roethlisberger was in there a couple times.
But even what I'm
Flacco
saying is,
got through. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that
There's
kinda
going
goes-
to be somebody who
Colin,
breaks
what
through.
he's saying
that's
is,
what
what
I'm
he's saying is the
saying.
odds are that next person is going to be either Allen or Lamar or Burrow.
Or
Like
Burrow,
the odds
yeah.
that
Says who?
who are your top? Like if you said who are your top
They
four
have
quarterbacks,
we just said that they have a solid foundation on the defense. Their defense is as good as any defense in the league right now.
Right.
And they're gonna add some people on. Obviously, they're gonna lose some people. They're gonna add some people on.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. Offensively, if that team is healthy, that's a different ball game.
Sure.
With CJ Stroud playing with that confidence, that's a different ball game.
But I also
it might not be 8 sacks when he has Tank Dell and Steph.
Fair.
But I also think
I didn't see a lot of holding the ball sacks there, but
I just think that it's still like it still comes down to like top 4, top 5, and I guess to Sebastian said before we hopped on stream is like is Stroud 5? In terms of quarterbacks right now.
No.
But in the AFC, let's take a look.
He might be
AFC.
5 in the AFC.
You got Mahomes, you got Herbert, you got Allen, you got Lamar. Who comes after that in the AFC?
Yeah,
you didn't say Burrow, did you?
In the AFC,
I ain't say Burrow. So Burrow. So he's not top 5.
That's what I'm saying. He might be 5 because to me it's Mahomes
over who?
Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Burrow. Those are the 4.
Over
AFC.
Herbert?
Yes, 1000%. Without a hesitation.
But that's what I'm saying.
Without a hesitation. Those 4 over Herbert. That's the 4.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's above Herbert.
I don't know either. I'd rather have Stroud than Herbert personally.
I don't
probably because he's black, but hey, man.
I don't think he's definitive. But I think also the other thing too, like if you look at like traditional like black quarterbacks too, like I think it hurts Stroud a little bit because like he's mobile, but he's not a running quarterback. So it's like he's gonna
got some first downs last night.
Yeah, but he's gonna be judged with like those
he's
other
like
pocket passes.
He's a pocket passer.
Yeah. So it's kind of like even with that too, I think it goes more to like the team too, like in the scheme and everything like that. It's kind of like because the ones that are surging now are like dual threats. Like they're passing, but it's like when the game gets tough, like they got the ball in their hands, whether they're running it or throwing it or making a play or this, that, whatever. So it's like, and not to even like come at DeMeco Ryans, but like it's one of those things too where it's like if the Texans don't have success, like how long do they stick with DeMeco Ryans before they get a new coach, new system? So all those things kind of come.
He got out coached. He definitely got out coached last night.
Yeah, and I like DeMeco Ryans.
And it's not just him because when I think DeMeco Ryans, I'm thinking defensive mind. Yeah. And obviously, as the head coach, he's going to have a say in the offense. And being a linebacker, he's going to know what an offense can do to break down certain defenses.
Yeah,
fantastic. They need a great offensive mind who can make adjustments. When you're playing Spags and Spags I always live and die on this hill with Spags. He is the greatest second half adjustment coach I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I've never seen a team that can completely turn a game over in the second half or a defense that completely turn the game over in the second half, like what Spags is able to do. He does it religiously. And I don't know why teams aren't able to adapt. Maybe I'm just thinking that it's a little easier said than done, but you got to have an offensive mind who can roll with that. I mean, there were certain plays where I'm watching. There's 3 down linemen, right? We got 3 down linemen, and then we have Nick Bolton standing up over one of the guards. CJ Stroud snaps the ball. Nick Bolton's going to fake and act like he's about to actually rush, but really he's just spying over CJ. But he's keeping pressure on CJ, so he can't really feel like he can run anywhere. Then, as soon as CJ actually takes a second to look up to take the coverage, there are 2 other DBs or linebackers coming on delayed blitzes. Now he's in panic mode. As soon as he takes a second to look down to try to figure out where to go, Karlaftis is already there. Like I get it, like CJ, but that's not on him. Like
It's not.
y'all have to prepare him for that.
It's not on him.
Y'all have to prepare him for that. But let's go, because I'm talking too much X's and O's. They don't like X's and O's like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a discussion for sure. But there's 2 games, so let's move on to the next game.
Ooh.
That Commanders Lions.
We want to talk about top 5. All right, we want to talk about top 5. I'm there, bro.
In the NFC East, in the NFC, Sebastian, who's your top 5 in the NFC?
So, listen, I'm talking about in the league.
Dak number 1.
He said
not NFC.
You got Dak number 1, right?
Hell no. Listen, Dak was struggling to make my top 10 to start the year. Listen,
man, Dak, no.
Bro. Jaden Daniels, man. All right, I'm there. Jaden Daniels, bro. Top 5 in the league, bro. I'm jumping out the window. I don't care if I'm a prisoner of the moment. I don't care if it's just his rookie year. I don't care, bro. There's something in that water in Washington.
You got him over your man Stafford?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
I got him over everybody. I got him over Hurts. I got him over Goff now too, just based off last night. I don't care, bro. I'm jumping out the window.
I told y'all.
He did. I gotta give you that.
Lee, I don't know if you're watching this, but Lee, you ducked the smoke today. I told you Jared Goff is not taking the Lions nowhere. I told you.
Hey, man. Hey. Jaden Daniels was out here. They punted one time. I didn't even see it. I thought they didn't punt.
To death.
I thought that he ain't even punt, bro. They was going for it on 4th down. They've been going for it on 4th down all year and getting it. They dropping 45 on folks, bro. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, why do they keep going on 4th down?
Why not?
They kicked the field goal in the 4th and Cuz missed it. I was like,
That's why. Bro, insane. No, but seriously though, I don't think that his weapons are crazy either. Like Scary Terry, nice. De'Ami Brown has moments. What's that other dude's name? I always forget his name. Ertz, whatever. Brian Robinson, pretty good running back. What is this other dude's name? I forget his name. The other wide receiver.
Crowder?
No. Oh man,
he has like Jameson Crowder was like retired raising his family. This man was catching touchdowns all second half of the season.
Yeah, he's got a weird name.
Who they're
Zacchaeus. Yeah, Zacchaeus. He's pretty good. But it's not like they have elite weapons. Like is Scary Terry probably like a middle of the pack number 1 wide receiver in the league. And they out here putting up 30 points a game on offense.
Wait, you said Scary Terry is where?
Middle of the pack as far as number 1 wide receiver options.
Sebastian, stop talking.
I'm serious. There's probably 10 to 12 number 1 wide receivers you would take over Scary Terry.
No, I wouldn't. Are you kidding me?
Hey, man.
You go look at his production since he's been a rookie with the quarterbacks that he's had.
Listen, bro.
And you go tell me if Scary Terry's playing with Mahomes or Justin Herbert, if he's not probably the 3rd or 4th best receiver in the league right now. Are you kidding me, bro?
You can make that.
Do you watch that, man?
I guess. You can make that.
There's not a single receiver in football who can track the ball like him. Stop! Don't disrespect here, dog.
I'm gonna disrespect him, bro. I'm
that
sorry.
was crazy.
Hey, man, I was disrespecting.
Wait. Stop. We got a good amount of people watching right now. Everybody, please make sure y'all hit that like, man. Hit the subscribe. So
and let me know.
Can make some money.
If you think that Scary Terry a top 10 wide receiver in the league, bro, because apparently the Colin he top like 5.
He got to be top 10.
I don't know.
At the very least, top 15.
All I know is Jaden Daniels top 5 quarterbacks in the league, bro. He 5 though.
Hold on. Let me take a look at this.
I mean, we can pull it up.
Maybe I'm bugging. We can pull it up. Let me take a look at these receiver numbers.
This way, I know one of them lost last night, but you're not taking him over Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I don't care about the post.
You're not taking him over Amon-Ra. You're not taking him over AJ Brown. You're not taking him over Tyreek Hill. You're not taking him over Jettas. You're not taking him over.
Hold on. I didn't say he was top 5. You said I think he's top 5. Well, I never said that.
Let's just say this.
I'm not looking at receiving yards. I'm looking at the top receiver.
Okay, wait.
In the league,
receiving yards, he's 15. But if you're going just receivers, we got to take 3 tight ends out of that. So he's 12.
Okay.
He's 12 in receiving yards. If you just
So
want to go
hold
based
on,
on yards.
just give me. I don't care about yards. I'm talking about as a complete football player and a better receiver.
Yeah. I'm just going
So
based on the
I'm looking
stats
at
because he's
at what I
also
have right because Drake London is number 4 in receiving yards. I'm not
Right.
Drake London is not a better receiver than Terry
right.
McLaurin.
Well, Terry
I don't care
McLaurin,
about
he's
that.
also second in touchdowns for this year.
Justin Jefferson, Jetta's number 1.
Listen,
Jamar Chase, number 2.
we could go through a list and just name people whether you would take Scary Terry over them or not.
We
can do
AJ,
that.
I'll go number 4. Reek, I'll go number 5.
Where you putting Lamb?
CD is gonna be somewhere in this top 10. CD might go number 6.
What
CD will
about?
go number 6.
Where you
about-
going, Puka? About Evans,
I was gonna say Amon-Ra,
Amon-Ra,
Garrett Wilson,
AJ, Nico.
Garrett
he
Wilson,
did say
Garrett
Nico.
Wilson, Nico. None of these
AJ
niggas are
Brown.
better than
AJ
I
Brown.
already said AJ Brown was
Okay,
number
okay.
4.
Okay.
Listen, bro, it's a lot. Yeah, listen, bro. I'm just
AJ
saying.
Brown was number 4. DK is not better than Scary Terry. I don't care what nobody got to say. Mike Evans right now is older, so no.
Production's still crazy though.
No,
His production's still crazy though.
his production is less than
close.
Scary Terry.
But we could say it's close. If he's not in the top 10, he's right outside it.
That's cool.
Bruh, he's in this top 10. I'll put Amon-Ra in there. I'll put CD in there. So we got what?
Put a lot of
7 now?
1, 2.
Who else am I
3,
putting before
4,
him? Devontae? I'll put Devontae
5,
before him.
6, 7,
That's 8.
8. Yeah, you got at least.
That's it, bro. I'm not putting nobody else.
Hey man,
Puka, I'll put
don't get me started
I'm
on
not
these
putting
rookies.
Puka.
I'm putting Puka there.
I'm not putting Puka
I'm
there,
putting
bro. I'm
Puka
sorry.
there.
And I love Puka Nacua, bro. I'm
I'm
a
putting
Puka
Puka
Nacua
there.
fanatic.
You said
Listen.
Puka, Garrett. They're all below him. Right?
I never put
Listen.
Garrett in there.
Listen,
I never put Garrett before.
it's gonna be
Scary Terry.
homerism to the fullest. I'm putting Neighbors in there.
Yeah,
I'm
I
doing
knew
it.
that was coming, but
I'm putting
Hey,
Neighbors
is
in
a
there.
better
We're not doing
receiver
that.
than Scary Terry
We're
is one of the most pedestrian,
Hey.
casual things I've ever heard.
Yo, listen, your whole argument was who throwing him the ball. My man
That wasn't my argument.
No, that was part of your argument. Was it
But
not?
that wasn't my whole argument. So get your
Whatever.
stop.
It was
Sebastian,
part of it.
one thing you gonna do on the show is stop putting words in my mouth.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell
do
the
it every
truth?
time. I'm gonna do it every time, Colin. You said it. All right. Don't get me started on Brian Thomas.
Is it, you
You put Lamb McConkey in front of.
Are you putting Diggs up there still or no?
He used to be better than
Steph
Scary Terry.
got some. There's some questionable things going on with Steph right now. So for the foreseeable future, I would not be commenting on anything Stephon Diggs related
What about Godwin?
until we clear up this whole Drake shit.
Godwin.
Academic speaking on that shit, or speaking on LeBron. He ain't speaking on Steph.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not
so
putting
he might be
Godwin
in there.
over.
So he might be in there.
He 10 then.
He might be in there.
That's still top 10.
If he top 10, he 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He might be in there.
All right. Either way, shout out to Jaden Daniels, top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
Okay.
I said it.
Yeah. But I guess going back to it, like, what do we gotta say about the Lions, man? I mean,
Nigga said, one real quick. Nigga said Terry and Daniels benefit of good play from each other. And I won't lie, watching Daniels play last night reminded me of the feeling I got when I was watching RG3. Nervous, happy for the Commanders. They got their guy, but slightly nervous for years to come. I sympathize as a DC native because RG3 was one of the most exciting times ever and also one of the biggest letdowns ever. And watching him get himself injured back and forth was crazy.
so I'm gonna pose a similar question: is the Lions Super Bowl window closed?
The Lions have a different issue because they're gonna probably lose their offensive coordinator, which is part of the reason why they're so interesting. I don't think their window is closed. This was definitely their best chance to win, but they got so injured. If they were healthy, it's a different story.
You know, to me, it's feeling very much like the Niners.
Yo, I had that written down.
It's feeling very much like the Niners, where it's like, yo, like you're there, you got all the pieces, but like you got to do it, or like it don't count for anything. Because I don't. That division was tough, man. I mean, that division was tough. They all didn't pan out, obviously, but it's tough, man. You liked rooting for the Lions. You know, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be back. You know, he's going to be the same. He looked like he's ready to take that next step. You know, got Amon-Ra, you know, but you lose the coordinators. Who knows what that team is going to look like? They have the pieces, but it's just I don't know if they're going to be 15-2 good or as good as they have been for the past 2 years. I think they'll still be in the hunt, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah, so I don't know that they lose both coordinators. I don't believe that Ben Johnson can be a head coach in the league.
Yeah,
I feel like they try this stuff with the offensive coordinators that are mad interesting and do stuff, and it doesn't always work out, man. Like it's a lot more responsibility to be the head coach than just be the guy that designs the plays.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if you can be that creative and run the team and run the organizational piece of it. So I don't think Ben Johnson should go anywhere. I think that's my question. That's my statement there. Aaron Glenn, we'll see if he gets a job, whatever. But in general, I don't know if they're losing both coordinators. Now, in terms of their window, it really comes down to what you believe. Do you believe Goff can win? Do you believe Goff can win a Super Bowl? He's been to one.
But it's not about that. It's not about
it. Is.
No, but you see, this is what I don't like, right? You just anointed Jaden Daniels as top 5.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Like you just anointed him top 5. So I'm just like, how are you like if he's top 5, then they're contenders for years to come.
For sure, but hold on. Of the top 5, of the top 5, and I'm excluding Daniels because he's his rookie year. Only one of them, besides Mahomes, has even been to a Super Bowl, and the rest of them are all in the AFC.
Right.
So it's like it's only Daniels. Like, can the Lions beat Jaden Daniels and the Commanders? Not last night.
They
but
didn't.
Yeah, I don't think that's a crazy thing to ask.
But the thing about it is, if you really look at it, like outside of, it's kind of like they lost to the Commanders, right? Last year they lost to the Niners, who were like that top team too. So it's like as much success as they've had like in the regular season, the playoff success they've come up a little flat.
Yeah, and they had a big lead in that Niners game and lost it, if I remember.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like if they're gonna lose some of the coaching or some of the stuff that put you up there, it kind of has to go to. Now we're talking about Dan Campbell, and I posed it to you offline. I'm like, how good is Dan Campbell as a coach? Is he just a good motivator? Mm-hmm. You know, and they just have the right pieces and everything like that. But it's just like it ain't getting it done. Like, put it this way, right? Dan Campbell gets all the respect for motivating. He's a player's coach. He's this, he's that, whatever. But he ain't won. Sirianni is hated, but he been winning. He's taking his team to the Super Bowl. So it's like, if we're gonna do the same thing to like Sirianni and some of these other guys, D'Amico Ryan, like all these other things, Dan Campbell got to get that same flag.
I'm gonna let Colin speak on this, but two things to address what you just said. In general, I think we do have to account for the fact that they were heavily injured towards the end of the season. Sure. They even had multiple injuries in this game after being down like 12 potential starters entering the game. Yeah. But in general, there was mistakes on Dan Campbell's part. 12 men on the field. I don't know if that's Dan Campbell per se. That could just be personnel, whatever. But you can't have 12 men on the field on a 4th and 2 at the goal line. A lot of the mistakes that they made were turnovers that really just didn't need to happen. That comes to being prepared. The play calling, some of it was amazing, as it always is with the Lions. And then you have Jamison Williams throwing the ball in 50-50 balls when he should have just threw it away. So that a lot of that does come down to coaching. You got to know better when you're doing that stuff. But my biggest knock on Dan Campbell is he be crying too much. Outside of that, I don't think there's any real issue. I don't have a real issue with Dan Campbell. Stop crying though. All right, it's over. You've been in the NFL for like 25 years, bro.
You gotta stop crying.
You gotta stop crying. But I don't think the Lions window is over. I'll pass it to Colin. Maybe he thinks different. I don't think it's over or closed.
Hey Lee, your man down here getting jumped.
It's done. They done up. It's over for the Lions, man.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's done for the Lions.
Okay.
But what I will say is Dan Campbell needs a reality check.
Thank you.
It's fun watching his style of coaching, but it's not conducive to a Super Bowl winning team. And what I mean when I say that is you have moments like Jameson Williams throwing that pick, right? I'm not mad at Jameson Williams throwing the pick.
I am.
Because Jameson Williams isn't a quarterback. Yeah, he should have thrown it away, but he's a receiver on getting a trick play. He's just gonna throw the ball up. He should have thrown it away. Yes, it was a bad play. He'll learn better next time. But
Really?
how often does he get to? He knows better now. If he makes the same mistake, that's on him. But the problem is, Sebastian, why were the Commanders so well prepared for that play? Because they run trick plays every game. Every single game. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown gets on podcast.
He was
yapping with his brother and tells the world that that when they call a trick play, they might check out of it if they can't run it, but they're gonna try to run it again. Every game they try to run a trick play. So you're always gonna have to watch out for something. So you have to play discipline. We watched the Commanders play disciplined football. Sanders still on that interception at the end of the half, where the Lions could have, if say it was an incomplete pass, the Lions could have kicked a field goal, tied the game up. Completely different game when we come out of halftime. That pick was insane to run with J-Mo like that. J-Mo was 4.2 speed. Not only did he run with J-Mo, he undercut him. That's tough to do. I'm talking too much X's and O again. But we got in the chat, if Aiden Hutchinson alone was in that game, it would have been a different outcome. Yeah, but Jaden Daniels, that boy he be skedaddling, bro. He like, I'm out of here, dog. His footwork is kind of crazy. Jahmyr Gibbs, he's gonna get drug tested. There's no. Why are your ankles that, bro? Did you see the way he was he's catching little like dump off passes, but he's like stopping on a dime, and then he's in full speed at out of that break. Now he's up, bro. He caught it. It was like second or third and 15. He very easily turned that into a 20-yard game, bro. Just caught it, he jump stop, planted, and then just got upfield and broke like 3 niggas' ankles in the process of just doing that one move.
Mm. I do agree though. If the Lions were healthy, I think it's a different outcome. I don't think just Hutchinson wins them the game, but they had a lot. They were missing a lot on defense, and you could tell that's why when they're switching personnel on 4th and 2, they don't know what they're doing because half of them dudes just ain't used to starting or being in that situation. So they're a little unlucky, but I don't want to take away from the Commanders. They turn you over. They do that. They that's part of what they do. All right, man.
That was crazy, Keller.
Oh,
yo,
man.
Keller, that was crazy.
No, but it definitely changed the game. It definitely changed the game not having all their players, this, that, whatever. But I don't know. We'll see.
Pick up the Commanders, man. Everybody said the Commanders secondary was trash. Man, they was out there. They was out there locking stuff down, man.
I will say one thing to PMC's point, because we talked about the Texans and their window, and my biggest component was they're going to win their division. The AFC North is much harder to win than the AFC South. So it's going to be tougher for them to even be back with home field again for the Lions. It should be anyway.
Another question in the chat.
I don't know if I agree, man.
You don't know if you agree?
I don't know if I agree, man.
You don't know if you agree with that?
I don't know if I agree, man.
That the NFC North is tougher than the AFC South to win?
Oh, you said the AFC South.
Yeah,
AFC
bro.
South,
I was talking about in relation to the Texans.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying because we talk about windows being closed. We talk about the Texans.
All right, man. In the chat, question: is Gibbs too pretty for sustained success at running back? People are asking. Have y'all seen him? Have y'all seen him take a power run through the 5 or the 4 gap.
Does he mean too
He
pretty?
be running through
pretty.
niggas too, bro. Like,
Hold
don't
on,
Have you
bro.
watched the games in Montgomery been out?
Boy,
Hold on,
he be
hold on.
mowing niggas.
I don't know if
Sorry.
Moss had actually meant play style pretty. I think he meant actual attractiveness. I didn't know you swung that way though, Moss said. So it's all right. It's all right.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what Jahmyr Gibbs looks like for real.
Nah, I mean, well,
They should be all right. He should get a bigger workload next year.
yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, it's gonna trend in that direction as long as they can use 2 and keep him fresh. Like, great. But he said he can carry it, by himself. Like, which
Toby said Gibbs a top 3 running back next year.
he is.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
top two.
next year.
Top
I don't know.
two.
He top 2 and he not 2.
You can't be number 2. You can't be number 2 or number 3 when you run by committee. I can't put you up there.
I
when
feel
you're
like he gonna be the first to do it.
situation.
Yo, but Colin, he's still putting up the numbers even in
I
the
get
committee.
that.
It's crazy.
I get that.
And he can catch.
Put it to you this
I
way,
know.
He had more than Josh Jacobs with 50 less carries. More than Karen Williams.
He better have more than Kyron Williams.
Right there with
Top
Jonathan
2,
Taylor.
bro. Top
Honestly,
2, bro.
by committee.
Whoa. JT is running against 9 in the box, bro. Like not even 8.
But
or
I'm
7
but I'm
JT
also,
is running up against is running with 9 niggas in the box, bro.
That's fine, but I'm saying 50 less carries. Still 50 less carries.
I don't care. Jonathan Taylor is running against 9 people in front of him.
I'm just saying he's there. It's equivalent.
Okay, wait. So Colin, what's your top 5 running backs going into next year?
Here we go again, bro.
Hit
I
me.
don't know,
He's in the
bro.
top 5.
You making these claims, but you ain't got your solidified tops right now.
No, Jonathan
Saquon.
Taylor's in
All
my
right,
top 5.
listen. Saquon, cool. Derrick Henry, cool. Who am I gonna go with number 3?
Jahmyr Gibbs. Cool.
It's between Gibbs and Bijan to me at that point. But
I gotta put Jacobs in there because Jacobs is Jacobs, bro. Like I don't care what y'all gotta say.
I'm taking Gibbs
better
over
year.
Jacobs. I'm taking Gibbs over Jacobs.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool, bro. He has better weapons around him to take things off.
And he's gonna have that next year too.
All right, cool, but that doesn't make you a better running back. We're talking 2 different things here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll give him top 5. I'm gonna go Saquon, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor.
CMC existed.
CMC
done.
doesn't
CMC done. He done until proven.
Hey, fuck it. He can't stay healthy, bro. CMC out of this conversation.
He done.
He's out of this conversation.
He done.
Yo, Toby, you guys chill with the Genty stuff, bro. Chill out, man. Chill out, man.
He done.
Chuba Hubbard was had the 8th most yards. He ran for over.
Yeah,
he ran for.
He was cooking, bro.
Brown.
Dang, bro.
I mean,
11.95.
He was cooking, bro.
I
think
watch
it
the
is
Panthers.
also. It is also.
Who watched the
important to
Panthers? Yo,
note-
in the chat, who watches the Panthers, bro?
Nobody. But it is important to note that Gibbs also didn't fumble at all.
Hey, man, he top 3, man.
Not over JT, bro.
Over JT. Over.
And you from
Bijan.
Jersey, bro. Don't do that.
He getting there, man.
JT from Jersey.
He ain't
He
from
from
my
South
neck of the
Jersey.
woods, bro. That's
His
not
whole
Jersey.
family. His family from Jersey City.
I'm not from Jersey City, bro.
You from North Jersey though.
So
Yo, Sebastian has no loyalty to anybody.
I don't. I rep my teams,
except
and that's
for
it.
Brian Daboll or other white coaches.
I just flamed Dan Campbell 5 minutes ago. What you mean?
Hey.
I ain't hear it.
Well,
I was on the phone. All right, chat. Y'all heard that?
speaking of running backs, let's go to RB1 real quick and talk about them Eagles.
Oh God. Oh, Hurts? You talking about Hurts?
Eagles Rams. Who y'all got, man? Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful, man.
If I'm going by last week, I'm sorry,
be
PFC.
Yeah.
It's a different, but it's a listen. It's about the snow. It's about the snow. You feel me? It's gonna be a different situation than playing in Arizona. You playing outside in Philly. It's gonna be a different situation. Gilly gonna be on the sideline doing dancing. Tierra Whack gonna be standing somewhere, just staring at Matt Stafford and Puka Nakua, just putting spells over him. It's gonna be crazy, man. AR Ab is praying to God in prison right now. Like,
yo, you really said AR Ab, Gilly, and Tierra Whack.
Listen.
No Meek, no Uzi.
Listen.
No Allen Iverson.
Nobody. Allen Iverson is from Virginia.
Listen, man.
Nobody's afraid of Meek. You haven't seen
afraid
recently.
Of AR Ab, bro. What are you talking about?
No, but I think Philly winning. We blew him out the last time. They couldn't stop Saquon. I don't think he's going for 250 again, but
I'm putting my parlay. You know, they're definitely about to be pissed.
In the snow?
I'm putting my parlay
in the snow, rain, sleet. Like, they're not ready for that.
What's
Stafford throwing. I don't think Karen Williams is going to be able to carry him on the ground, to be honest. So I got Eagles, man.
225. I got him going for 250.
I am concerned with Hurts, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern with y'all. I feel like y'all would be my pick to make it to the Super Bowl if I knew that Hurts was going to be the Hurts from that Super Bowl from 2 years ago. Or is it 3 years ago? I don't remember anymore. But essentially, I don't have faith in Hurts. I have more faith in Stafford. I do think it's going to be a big running game situation. But like you said, like the Rams got embarrassed on the ground last go around. So they're probably going to stack the box. They're going to need to. It's snowing. It's going to be cold in Philly. The Rams do have the pedigree. If they still had Aaron Donald, I'd probably feel more confident in my pick. But I don't know. I know I put the Rams on my ticket, but right now I do feel more Eagles than Rams. Although I do want them to win so bad, just so you can eat those words. That was crazy. You're normally the politically correct one in the group here, bro. I can't believe you said that shit.
Listen, man.
That show is so funny, bro.
It is what it is, man. I think AJ Brown gonna get started early and often. You know, in this game, he got it.
And this game is snowing, bro. They're gonna be running.
It doesn't matter. We like just for morale's sake, we got to get him the ball early. We got to get him involved because usually what happens is like they'll get him involved, they'll get him 2-3 catches in a row, and then they go away from him for like 2 quarters. You know, but we gotta have him involved if we're gonna win this game and if we're gonna win going forward. Just got to get AJ involved. Everybody knows that Saquon is there and like he's going to be a part of the game plan. But you know, you got to get Goddard, AJ, Devontae Smith. Like we can't throw for 100. I think it was like 170 yards or something like that, and expect to win all these games. Like it's just not going to happen. I know the defense is playing lights out, you know, but the Rams got those 2 receivers on that side. They got Kieran Williams, so they could put up some points. So. I don't know. It's gonna be. We need a better offensive effort this week for sure. So,
I'm still undecided, bro. I'm gonna go Rams. Screw it. Shout out to Stafford, bro. Prove that you really the top 5 over Daniels.
Yeah, I don't know why, but FanDuel not accepting Apple Pay right now, so I'm putting this ticket in via PayPal right now. Okay, we got the balance out. I'm not enjoying FanDuel at the current moment. No, I'm not doing it. So right now, I'm betting Rams on the spread on the plus 6.5. Okay. I expect them to keep this at the very least less than a touchdown. I'm going Matt Stafford for more than 225. Cooper Kupp to score, and Puka Nakua to go for 60 yards. And I'm putting 20 on it. You know what I'm saying? And that should pay out for 185. So, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Nice little dinner. You feel me?
Yeah.
I will say
nice little dinner right there.
Colin with the parlay of the day.
I will say I think the Eagles match up well with the receivers.
I don't know. They say that about Puka every week, man. And then Puka do what Puka do.
Yeah, but you ain't been to you ain't
seen
the rookie, man. You ain't seen the rookie. What did he do last time?
I feel like he went off low key.
I feel like he did.
I feel like he did, if I remember correctly.
He might have.
Hey, yo, y'all wouldn't have won last week without Jahan Dotson, man. Trade of the year.
Jahan Dotson. You might be right about that. Not gonna lie.
He scored.
Yeah, last
I forgot
time
that nigga was on your team.
Puka had 9 receptions for 117 receiving yards. He ain't scored though.
Yeah, he ain't scored. Nobody scores.
That's why I got Cooper Kupp scoring.
I don't think he did. He play last time?
It's gonna be Cooper on Cooper. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be white on white crime, baby.
Coop did play, and he did score last time. So
Cooper Kupp on Cooper DeJean. Oh, I should have went.
Coop
Cooper
versus
Kupp
Coop?
was scoring 2 touchdowns.
it's
on
not even gonna be Cooper.
Cooper DeJean. Listen, it's about to be. So who's gonna be Puka versus Cooper DeJean?
No,
I would put the white boy on the white boy, but their
You
white boy is a lot better than
You
y'all.
gotta have Cooper versus Cooper. Bro.
Their white boy is gonna dog y'all white boy.
Gotta have Cooper versus Cooper, bro.
Cooper Kupp is going to personally sun him.
we'll see.
Like, oh, you think you breaking barriers, huh?
Casey, you missed a lot, man. The Eagle scumbaggery, as Moss had put
we
it,
don't gotta bring it back. We don't gotta bring it back.
revealed itself in the chat.
Bring it back. We don't gotta bring it back. We don't gotta bring it back. We can just leave it where it's at. We don't gotta bring it back.
So
next game.
Yo, he said call it the Deuce.
This is where it get lit.
Let's get to this
Next
last
game is where it get lit.
This is the game that everybody's looking for. Ravens Bills.
Who
wins?
scores the first touchdown, bro?
Who wins?
Oh man, my heart is telling me the Bills win.
I feel like you have to go Bills.
I
After
have
all
to, right?
you talked all year, you have to go Bills.
Yo, the Ravens were my preseason pick to win the Super Bowl, though.
Well,
so it's tough.
You have to go Bills, man, because I would never let you live it down. That's your MVP.
That's my MVP. That's
your MVP.
Whoever win the game wins the MVP, and I do believe that the Bills will pull it out. It's their time. It's their time, man. So I'm going Bills. I hope it's an amazing game. I hope it's the best game of the year. Dude,
that was crazy.
But yeah, I think it's Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson is on a mission, man. I think he's on a mission, and Josh Allen don't be doing nothing, man.
What did Lamar Jackson?
Yo, don't be doing nothing.
Josh Allen, we've had this discussion, man.
Oh my God.
What has he accomplished?
Yo, who plays better in the playoffs? Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? Who plays better in the playoffs, bro? Who's better in the playoffs?
What has he accomplished?
Just answer me that, bro.
Who's won in the playoff?
I feel like Josh Allen has more playoff wins than Lamar does.
He might.
He might. We can look it up.
I'm
on it. Y'all keep my bad. Y'all the ones arguing.
What is he accomplished, man?
Oh my God.
The Ravens are there. They got Derrick Henry. He's on a mission.
My bad. The writers don't like him, man. My bad. The writers be scared to see.
So Lamar Jackson is 3-4 currently in the playoffs. Josh Allen is 6-5.
They both
so better win ratio.
Winning is. I mean, they're not winning the Super Bowl. So what is it?
Lamar, Super Bowl. But they're not even getting there.
Yeah. But if you look at the playoff stats, Josh Allen has been much better in the playoffs than Lamar Jackson.
Until today.
We'll see. We shall see.
Josh Allen, I'm telling you, he gets right there, and then when he's about to take that next step, he don't do it.
Listen, man, y'all are really serious in this out. Which tequila should I drink today?
Gotta go with that Terramana.
Because this is gonna be a good day.
Oh, it's gonna be a great game.
There's nothing in that 42. There might be like a drip drop left in that 42 bottle.
Yeah,
I tried to make a meme with it, like use it as a telescope, and I dropped mad 42 in my eye. I forgot there was still liquor in there.
So Josh Allen focus on the
should I bring out the Pat and Ron, the Liquid Don, or the rock shit? And then I have moonshine from the deep woods of North Carolina.
Chat said Terramana.
Chat said Terramana.
Yeah.
All right, so we on that Terramana today.
Terramana.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Lamar Jackson, man.
Who you got, Colin? You even say you got, bro.
I thought y'all knew. On the stream last weekend, I submitted my my bet for Lamar Jackson Super Bowl MVP.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I do.
Yeah, I'm Ravens I'm Ravens all the way. Even next week.
And Josh Allen not even gonna get the regular season MVP.
Yeah, we said even next week.
I'm Ravens all the way, bro.
Man, that's your
Don't
team,
get it fucked up.
bro.
I'm still gonna be rooting
You got
for the
either
Chiefs.
way.
But like,
That's called hedging 101, yo.
pause,
I didn't say edging. I said hedging.
pause, because you knew where I was going.
What's
with
happening? What's happening?
it. Yo, wait, who said funnel the rest? Yo,
Moss
who is
said-
Mosshead?
Boss had been lining your liquor cabinet all day, bro.
Yo, wait, who is Mosshead, bro? Because there's only one person or one group of people I know that funnel tequila, and I'm actually one of those people.
Moss said was
Mosshead, if you are from South Jersey and you know me personally, please
he's
like
from
put
Atlanta,
something.
man.
Please put something in the chat
He's
because
from
there's only
Atlanta.
certain people I know that funnel tequila, and they live in South Jersey.
Nah, he's from Atlanta. He's the commissioner of our fantasy football league that we drafted,
And won.
He's a dude we played in the finals and beat.
And beat.
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
Damn, dog. So how does it feel to be beaten by an organization?
Yo, chill. We call it the
Y'all the ones
family.
that just said it, bro.
Bro,
You call it the family, man.
The
family,
group project.
man. The
All
group
right.
project.
Group project. But yeah, I think
Just
it's Ravens.
in Atlanta
Man.
all the
I think
time,
it's
bro.
Ravens. I think Josh Allen falls again. I think Derrick
Mhm.
Henry is gonna have something to say about it. Honestly, I don't think the Bills defense is I think Bills defense is gonna fall short again. And there's gonna be questions that rightfully should go to what's
Sean
it called?
McDermott?
Yeah, Sean McDermott.
If they lose this game, I think he's gonna be on the hot seat. I don't know. I don't know if he's getting fired, but it'll be like
It should be the same as
Whoa.
Tomlin. It should be the same as Tomlin.
Whoa.
Same
They
with
weren't supposed to be here.
No, it should be the same as
Hey,
Tomlin.
nah, man, you
It
got
should be
home
the same
field,
as
bro.
Tomlin.
You got home
Wait,
field,
wait.
bro.
Think about this, yo. Aaron Donald just retired.
We talk about Aaron
What's that
Donald.
got to do with Sean McDermott?
We talking about the Bills.
Oh,
You
my
talking
bad.
about
Not
yeah,
McVay.
yeah.
Not McVay.
Nah, that's Sean McVay.
Nah,
McVay
nah,
good.
McVay.
McVay get to pick and choose when he
Yeah,
leaves,
McVay
bro.
good.
He good. Sean
I don't
McDermott
think
ain't.
McDermott either, bro. Like, I don't think they were supposed to be here either. The start of
They
the season,
wasn't.
the first 2 weeks, bro, people was mad. Shit. Yo, y'all see what Mahomes over there doing? Y'all let them get worthy. We could have had him. Look, Keon not doing nothing. Now look at Keon. He had a touchdown last week.
Hey, man, it's a lot of not winning in the playoffs if you lose this week, bro. And you home.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of losing in the playoffs and you home, man.
Yeah, but that's the same thing that I'm saying, like in terms of like the top quarterbacks. Like how do you evaluate that, right? Because like you could say the Bills, right, had a great season, great playoff run. Josh Allen could play out of his mind, right? And they could still lose to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. So like, do you chalk that up as like, yo, we ran into Lamar Jackson? Because that's what it used to be like in certain cases where people would be like, yo, I ran into Peyton Manning.
The problem is that I think most of the world and even the betting, like the Ravens are the favorite. They're considered the best team.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be like, yo, you have to win it. But I do agree with you. But it's just it's hard to look at.
Well, where do you draw that line? Because like we've been saying, that's what it is. Like for your like next 10 years, like that's what it is. So like you can't just be like, yo, it was Burrow, yo, it's Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like, so when do you be like, yo, we gotta do something to change it? Because we feel like we have the pieces, we feel like we have the team. You know, like same thing, but same thing. I'll go the same way, like I said off stream. Same thing with Harbaugh. Same thing with Harbaugh. If they lose, how many times you running it back the same way?
So you just think everybody, if they don't win this year, is over. Everybody gotta go. This is the year. Everybody just gotta go.
I think you have to look at a way to evaluate it. Whether it's you got to take it as ownership and be like, I got to put together a different type of team, or like I got to get another coach, or like does it become a thing where it's like the coaching staffs have to get better?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In terms of like, yo, you got to have like, we need to have a head coach and we need to have like comparable or solid like offensive and defensive coordinators. Like we need to put more stock in getting that because, like I said, you can't just be like, well, we played a great team, and like we played Josh Allen and Mahomes. It's always 50-50, you know?
Bruh, every now and then somebody breaks through.
I
I don't
that.
think you guys are just when the opportunity arises, somebody's got to take the opportunity. You got to seize that moment. Right. So we'll see. Somebody's going to seize the moment. We just got to wait and see.
But I'm saying if they don't,
I think this year it's going to be Lamar's time to seize the moment.
But I'm saying if they don't.
You say the Bills or the Ravens don't. What do you do? Do you just try to run it back again?
Can you do?
I get you.
I don't have the answer.
I get you because, like, to me, I'm like, yo, it ain't the coach, but like at the same time,
like,
what is it,
bro? He just better.
I don't know. Like,
there's just this massive.
Is it Peyton Manning
team
thing
over here of niggas who's just better together than everybody else, and as long as they're together, we might not have a chance, but somebody's gonna have the opportunity to take them down. And when you do, you can't run in to Patrick Mahomes while he's in the pocket and he already let the ball go and hit him high.
Yeah.
By the way, that was on a 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was.
They also gave up a 4th and 1 on that same drive.
Yeah. Colin, that was beautiful.
You can't make those type of mistakes when you play killers. It's like it's the same thing like playing in basketball, right? If you're playing LeBron and you're playing LeBron in the playoffs, bro, like you can't have 13 turnovers in a game. Yeah. I don't care what team LeBron is playing on. We're playing against LeBron James. And this is a game where it's win or go home. Yeah. We do something stupid, he's going to make us pay.
But then there's also like the Raptors where it's just like, yo, it's just LeBron James. He got your number.
Yeah, but look at how the Raptors ended up winning. They went and got an elite player and waited for LeBron to leave like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
again, bro, let's wait.
Replicate that, bro. In the NFL.
But everybody thought whose time was it then? Everybody thought Joel, right? Joel.
Yeah, it was Joel and Ben and Jimmy then. Yeah.
No, Ben and Jimmy. Yeah, Ben and Jimmy and Tobias Harris.
Well, technically at that time it was the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about the East, then but the Warriors
to come out of the East, everybody thought it was Joel's time, right? Mm-hmm. But somebody else seized the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but someone else.
But that's the thing.
Somebody broke through, but whether LeBron left or not, the point is somebody did they play LeBron in a championship that year? No.
But what I'm saying is they made it because he left.
But they seized the moment and they broke through.
PMC, that's assuming that Raptors team wouldn't have beat that Cavs team, and I don't know that I'm doing that.
What happened is the person who is dominating that conference
why would have snatched LeBron's chain?
What we're saying is for them to have an opportunity to break through, Mahomes has to leave the AFC. That would be the equivalent.
No, that would be the equivalent. That would be the equivalent. But again, like I just said, I don't believe the Cavs were beating the Raptors.
Yeah, but it's not about what you believe.
Wait.
It's
Hold
not
on,
about
PLC,
what you
please.
believe.
Wait, time out. Please don't go past that. Sebastian and Toby, y'all both wilding. If y'all think
we're not,
Danny Green and Kyle Lowry,
yo, that Raptors team was deep as hell, bro. They had,
but it's not about what you believe.
Bro, the Cavs team was deep as hell, bro.
Yeah, it's not about.
They had
what you
Iman
believe,
Shumpert
bro.
taking 2 shots a game, bro.
Shumpert,
J.R. Smith taking 5 shots a game.
It's not about what you believe, bro. It's about what
Ellie
happens.
playing in an international game.
Yo, Kyrie was gone. Kevin Love was a shell, bro. I'm sorry. That Cavs team was done. That's why LeBron left.
Delly was
that team was not like that no
Sebastian,
more.
they just made the finals though. Like you can't just say, oh, they would have got beat. You have to, if anything, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Like you can't just be like, oh well, they would have lost. Like
put it this way, and y'all gonna think I'm tripping. I don't know if the Cavs would have been the 3rd best team in the East that year. I would have had the Raptors.
You can't say that, but
Sebastian,
the
Sixers,
you're the best team,
bro.
Sebastian, to that point, the year before that, you probably would have said that too.
No cap.
And they made the finals. So, like, what are you saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, just like the Chiefs this year, which is the whole point. It's just like if you looked at how they were playing the whole year, people were like, "Yo, they're not the best
Toby,
team.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yo,
Don't
they're
put
not
Victor
top 3.
Oladipo's
Yo,
name
they're
in
not
here on
this."
some
Like,
slight shit, bro.
everybody kept saying the Chiefs weren't
I've
that
been playing
good. They
against
just found
Vic since
ways to
middle
win.
school. Don't
And
do that.
now it's like, oh wow, like Chiefs are, they're good. They're, it's the same thing. So like that's what I'm saying. You can't say how you feel. It's like, yo, this is what happened.
What you want me to say, bro? Other than how I feel, that's all I got.
No, it's not. It's not like
That's all I got.
they broke through because someone left. Like
They broke through, and someone also happened to have left.
no. Especially the Raptors, who LeBron owned.
Yo, Kawhi wasn't there, bro. They replaced
It doesn't
DeMar
matter.
DeRozan.
LeBron, guess what?
An
LeBron beat
elite-
Kawhi too. He beat Kawhi too. So what are we saying? He owned the Raptors and he's beating Kawhi. So what are we saying?
Yo, hold on. Why
Who
did
did Kawhi beat? Who did Kawhi beat for? Who did Kawhi beat
like,
for a championship?
Who did Kawhi beat? Period
With
on that playoff run.
Wait, whoa.
What?
Whoa,
Look it up.
PNC.
Look it up because he didn't beat
Joel
nobody.
Embiid, Jimmy
Whoa.
Butler, Ben Simmons,
hurt Jimmy
Giannis,
Butler. Hurt
Giannis,
Jimmy Butler. Hurt
Jimmy
Giannis.
was on the court.
He hurt.
Jimmy
he played
was
them
on
hurt,
the court,
but he
bro.
played all those people hurt. So if we want to talk about, he beat a hurt Warriors.
And Kawhi was beat LeBron already.
They did
That
play.
happened.
They did. KD did
He
rough
played
edges
hurt
plays.
teams. So if we really want to talk about it, contextualize it, like he didn't
your boy
beat the
Giannis,
best
man.
of the best.
Was Giannis hurt, bro?
He
beat
was
him.
hurt. He was hurt. They all
He
were
was
hurt.
on the floor, bro.
And he was playing
They
hurt,
played.
just like Jimmy was hurt, which is why Jimmy didn't guard him that last play because he was hurt.
But I do have to take some credence to what Sebastian is saying. This is the playoffs, and if you play, I don't want to hear that shit.
You think Kawhi wasn't hurt, my nigga?
Jordan,
Kawhi hurt every second.
So Clay and Durant has no effect. Clay and Durant not playing has no effect.
You're talking about the chip. I'm talking about
But
getting
them
to
niggas
the
didn't.
finals.
But them niggas barely
I'm
played
talking about getting to the
or
finals.
didn't play.
If you want to asterisk Kawhi's
Clay played. KD tried to play, and KD got hurt.
championship, like the actual final series, cool. KD got hurt. Clay got hurt. Whatever. I'm fine with
Ain't
that.
Clay like break his
you're
leg or some
talking
shit?
about
Like, I know
the
some
East
like
run-
wild shit that Clay did. Like,
Come on, man. I'm not doing that, bro.
But you're telling me Kawhi
Shout out Kawhi,
the last
man.
second bucket beating the
we can argue about
Sixers
anything.
and beating a hurt Giannis and beating a hurt Warriors team was definitely beating LeBron. That's what you're saying.
But my stance was that the Raptors were stacked. They was mad deep.
But no,
Yeah,
but
Paul
you said
Gasol,
they were definitely
Virgil,
beating them. That's what you said.
Yes,
Sebastian.
I still agree on
So
that.
why
I
you
still
say
believe
no?
that.
Just say yes. That's what I said.
No. Yes, they would.
Sebastian.
I definitely believe the Raptors would have beat the Cavs. That Cavs team was weak now, bro. They had LeBron and shit else.
Come on, and he was still doing it. Like that's what I'm trying to tell
Because
you.
Kawhi wasn't there,
And that's what I'm trying
Giannis
to
was
tell
a year
you.
removed. Jimmy wasn't there. The East was stronger that year.
Sebastian,
It just was.
Sebastian. What you know what also is true? LeBron was beating all of them.
Bro,
He was beating all of them. When he went, even if you want to talk about when he went to the Lakers were the top seed until he got hurt.
bro.
So if we really want to talk, like, I'm sorry, LeBron owned that time.
Yo,
Like he owned the East.
That's cool.
He beat
That's
all those
cool.
people. So for you to say that like they definitely would have beat them, it's just like that. That's just disrespectful.
Yo,
It's just like
okay,
you're just
okay.
diminishing what he's done.
But what I'm saying is I've seen LeBron lose to stacked teams before. You can't act like that hasn't happened.
But he's also beat
that
them.
hold on. That Raptors team was stacked. It just was. They had mad
Hey, guys.
quality
guys.
basketball players.
Guys. Okay. All right. 1 second, please. So
This is not true.
that Cavs. I'm sorry. The Toronto Raptors roster. This is the team that won. That won.
Yeah.
This was a second year OG Anunoby,
He didn't
Chris
even play in the
Boucher.
playoffs for real.
Marc Gasol, Danny Green, Serge Ibaka, Kawhi Leonard, Jeremy Lin, Kyle Lowry, Patrick McCall was getting some minutes. Jody Meeks would get minutes every now and then. CJ Miles,
And Fred.
Greg Monroe was on that team. Fred VanVleet was on that team. DeLon Wright, Valanciunas, Spicy P, Norman Powell. Those are the people that were really playing.
That's
All
a
right,
lot of
2017
dudes.
Hold up, 2017, 2018 Cavs team. Names who was playing. Jordan Clarkson, Jay Crowder, Channing Frye, Jeff Green, George Hill, Braun, Kyle Korver, LeBron, Kevin Love, Larry Nance, Chetty, Perk, D Rose, Iman, J.R. Smith, IT, Tristan Thompson, and D Wade. Nigga, the Cavs is getting them niggas the fuck out
You're
of
out of
here.
your mind.
Dog.
You're out of your
What?
mind. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. CMC, listen to the names he just said and the year it was. You
Yeah,
think
but-
that Cavs team is
In
beating that?
2017,
But what I'm saying is
Jordan Clarkson?
They did it though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
No, they did.
Sebastian, you're telling me that all I'm saying is this.
Third year, Jay
LeBron
Clark,
went
when
to
he
the
started
finals.
getting the
He
ratchet
went to the
go,
finals
you
8
tripping.
straight times.
Yo, Kawhi wasn't there. It was DeRozan.
No, but it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is he went 8. What I'm saying is this: he went 8 straight times, and you're telling me when he left, just because Kawhi won that 1 year, he would. There's no way that they would have been able to beat the Raptors.
Can I cut in real quick?
8
Okay.
Years.
Real
8
quick,
years, bro.
Real quick. The teams that LeBron James won championships on were teams that that had solid rebounders and shooters all around the court.
Yeah.
Be it at the guard spot, at the 3 spot, at the 4 spot, or even Chris Bosh at the 5 spot. The 2017-2018 Cavs was literally just LeBron, 2 other ball handlers in D Rose and IT. And then everybody else is either a shooter or a rebounder or a defender.
Yo, Raptors in 6 max. 6 games. I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
Yo, so were the Sixers better than the Cavs then too?
I believe the Sixers would have beat the Cavs too.
No, like
I'm serious.
Can we go back to something like real?
Oh, listen, yo.
it's just talking.
It's
about,
just
it's
us.
just
I'm not
disrespectful,
talking. Yo,
bro.
it's not
It's just us.
disrespect.
It's
It's not
disrespectful,
disrespect. It's not
bro.
disrespect, bro. It's not disrespect.
Toby
It's
is
disrespect,
taking
bro.
Lee's spot today, and Toby is holding down Sebastian for
It's-
whatever.
Because
absurd
we and
reason.
Toby are right, bro.
It's just disrespectful.
Y'all are wrong.
Bro.
Y'all are wrong.
It's just
I don't care how much.
Why
better-
do y'all
listen?
Bro,
I don't care how
like,
much
I'm
better
not
of a
even
team,
down
bro.
for that,
I'm not
Because
saying the
dog,
team
what you
wasn't
wait,
as
wait.
good.
PMC,
The
let me get
team
this.
wasn't
No, let
that
me get this.
good.
But he didn't
bro.
have any
Bro,
trouble with the
who
East.
gives a fuck about the team,
'Cause
bro?
the
It's
East-
It was
LeBron
Kevin
James,
Durant
Sebastian.
is why he left. It wasn't because of the Raptors. Let's be clear. LeBron
No,
didn't
I'm not
leave because
saying
of the
it's
Raptors.
I'm
He
saying
didn't
it's
leave because
the
of Kawhi.
Cavs
He
weren't
left
good
because
enough
Durant
around
went to
him
the
anymore.
Warriors. That's
No.
why he left.
He
Let's
left
be
because
clear.
the Cavs weren't good enough around him anymore. He wanted to be in LA.
And he
That's
went
why
to
he
a
left.
better team, but he didn't
left-
leave for Kawhi. He didn't leave
Bro.
to avoid
No,
Kawhi.
I'm not saying he left to avoid Kawhi.
Okay,
I'm
so
saying
why
the
are we
Cavs-
saying it
He
like Kawhi
identified
would've
that
just-
the Cavs weren't good enough anymore. He identified
Bro,
that.
he went to the
But
Lakers.
he went to the finals before he left.
He went to the
carried them
Lakers, bruh.
finals with that trash.
The Lakers were garbage when
That's
he
what I'm trying to
when
like.
he
He
got
carried
there.
them to
Are
the
you kidding me?
finals.
Oh my God, bro.
He
went
carried
to
them to the
LA.
finals. And you're just like,
Sebastian,
nah.
He went
Nah.
to LA because he was number one, he was doing Space Jam. Number two, because he was moving his kids to a new school district. And he figured it's gonna be better for his later life to just retire in LA and kind of be the new Kobe and take Kobe's spot or whatever. I'm not saying take Kobe's spot like that, you know what I'm saying? Like or something like I'm trying to be Kobe, but you know, like kind of assume that kind of role in a massive big market versus always being in the same place that he always grew up in. Like that's why he went to LA. He didn't go to LA because I have a better chance of winning championships here. They were trash.
And then he still won.
My thing is, I don't care who, bro. We saw the Sixers try to create a big three to beat LeBron. Trash them niggas. You know what I'm saying? We watched LeBron, the Celtics, you know what I'm saying? Try to think that, we can take down this young buck, trash these niggas. The Pistons, we been the standard. What you talking about? The Celtics is coming up, but we been the standard. They couldn't even get past LeBron to get to the Celtics.
It's
I
just
hate y'all
like
Brown fans, bro.
He
just
took
so
down
crazy.
a dynasty
I
by
hate y'all.
himself.
I hate y'all Brown fans, bro.
No, but you know
Bro, what do you mean? I'm
but-
not a Bron fan.
but you know
he
what-
took down the
but you know what-
Celtics dynasty by himself.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy though, which never gets talked about? Like
Who else took down a
want to
big three
say
by
this whole
themselves, bro?
Kawhi thing, right? LeBron made it to 8 straight finals. That ninth year, he got hurt. And when he got hurt, the Lakers were the first seed in the West. Came back the next year and they won.
With AD.
Okay, but what I'm saying is like you're telling me like you're just saying so 10 years straight it should have been finals runs for LeBron potentially, except for the 1 year that he gets hurt when they're in first.
No, what I'm telling you right now.
I am not a lifelong LeBron fan. I just want to let this be known. I'm a T-Mac fan.
What
I gotta give greatness where greatness is.
What I'm telling you is that
nigga
LeBron wasn't winning the finals, wasn't making it to the finals in the West or the East that year. That's what I'm telling you. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not,
that's not,
he wasn't making
Sebastian,
it.
But everything that you're saying, everything that happened it points to a different narrative. They were first.
The only thing that you can say is LeBron wasn't in.
You're saying
LeBron wasn't in the finals in the East because he wasn't in the East. He wasn't in the finals in the West because he got hurt.
And they were first when he got hurt.
I'm gonna ask you two questions. Do you believe?
This is so dumb. You got me caping for LeBron, bro.
Straight up. Do you believe that LeBron James on the Cavs roster in 2019 or whatever year that was would have beaten the Raptors, Bucks, and Sixers on their way to a championship? They would have beaten at least two of those teams.
In front of the Cavs.
I disagree.
But you know why?
They definitely weren't beating the Warriors.
But this is why. Because you're saying the way that they were constructed, right? And what I'm saying is, if LeBron had stayed, it wouldn't have been.
They're going to be constructed to
LeBron. It wouldn't have been that same team. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're telling me that they just would have went same way after losing a final.
No point, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
no point.
Hold on.
Wait, Sebastian, don't say nothing. I have a question.
I have a question. Then forced the Cavs to make an additional trade.
He does it every year.
Which is fine. That's fine.
He does it
but what I'm saying is, you're accounting for a trade that never happened.
You're accounting for a situation that never happened.
He's proven to be a basketball guy.
Like he's proven, like
LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, Magic,
literally
Kareem,
8 straight finals, and then he misses the finals because he got hurt, and then the next year he goes back to the finals and wins. And you're telling
Sebastian,
me without a shadow of a doubt, there's no way he would have won. That's what you're saying.
My question. Hold on.
That Cavs team is not beating the Raptors team. If they make a trade for a star, sure, that's different. That changes the equation. Man. But y'all are saying that as constructed, they would have beat them.
This nigga beat the Celtics with Mo Williams. Mo Williams, Delonte West, Anderson Varejao, and Zydrunas Ilgauskas as his starting five.
Come on, man.
He Gibson coming off the bench.
Team too.
Danielle Marshall coming off the bench. Like, dog, what the Shaq off the bench? Man. Dog, what are we talking? Sebastian, what? All right, when LeBron was in the East, when did he not go to the finals?
When he lost to the Magic in 2009.
So from his third year down. His first year, his second year, his third year, he didn't go to the finals. Right? Every other year, he was in the East. He went to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
There's the answer to your question.
No, the answer y'all pros was LeBron would make a trade, some magical trade to get him better help to make it to finals. But that's more feasible than me saying that as constructed, LeBron with that Cavs team isn't. But
you can't say that
because who they traded, bro?
What's the trade? Hold on, wait, time out. Wait,
present me the trade.
Nigga, wait.
Traded Kevin Love.
Relax, damn. Yo, Sebastian, here's why your argument makes no sense. Because that team you can't say if LeBron is on that team as constructed, because that team would not be constructed that way if LeBron stayed.
Well, Colin, you said that the Cavs.
So you read the names.
You're wrong already. You said that they would have. You read the names on both rosters and said the Cavs would beat the Raptors, and you was tripping already. They had D Wade shell of himself, D Rose shell of himself, Jordan Clarkson.
What happened? No. All right, cool. What happened with the next year when D Rose went to Minnesota?
They ain't make no finals run, bro. They was all right. They made the playoffs. I think.
Now you're going off topic. You want to talk basketball? Let's talk basketball. What happened with D Rose when he when you say he was a shell of himself? What happened when he went to Minnesota?
He was still a shell of himself. He dropped 51 times.
Oh my God,
Listen,
I'm not
bro.
talking basketball with Sebastian, bro.
Listen, you can act like I'm crazy.
D Rose was
Crazy.
Y'all can act like
D
I'm
Rose
crazy.
hooped to the point where Jeff
Y'all
Teague
said-
asked to come off the bench.
Y'all
Jeff
said
Teague was the
Y'all
the
said
starting point guard of the team.
insert
Said, "Yo,
imaginary trade
let him
to
start."
get LeBron to the finals.
What are we
That's
talking
your
about?
answer. That's y'all answer.
Oh my god, bro!
All right.
This
We
nigga
can
said
go back to
said he was
football
supposed
if
to
y'all
shell
want.
himself. He dropped 50 once. How do you drop 50 and you're a shell of yourself? How does that even? How do you even put that in the same statement, man? Can we get back to football?
We can get back to football, but D Rose was very
Bills and Ravens, man. Who y'all think is which quarterback y'all think gonna run for more? Which quarterback y'all think gonna run for more
D
yards?
Rose wasn't a shell of himself in 2019, bro. 2018, my fault. You got it, Colin. Insane behavior, bro. Insane.
You're
but
insane.
I'm the asshole, yo.
You are, man.
Once again,
Come
the
on,
starting
bro.
point guard of the team asked to come off the bench,
bro.
and
Derrick
swap with
Rose
D
was
Rose
an
because D Rose was
MVP,
cooking.
bro. What are we talking about?
You're not hearing what I'm saying. Obviously, the nigga was in his 30s. No, he's not going to be prime MVP Rose before the ACLs. Of course, Sebastian. I don't care about that, bro. People can adapt to their circumstances and become better players. Was Kobe Bryant with the 24 the same Kobe Bryant as the 8? In their playing styles, let's be real here. Come on, you want to talk hoops, bro? Let's talk hoops.
Let's go back.
Was Kobe a shell of himself or not?
Let's just go back to Bills and Ravens.
What? Nah, nigga, let's talk about it, bro. You brought me here. I tried to move on. Now we here. Was Kobe Bryant with the 24 a shell of Kobe Bryant with the 8? Yes or no? Yes or no? Kobe who couldn't explode to the rack and jump from one side of the block to the other and you know what I'm saying, and reverse dunk it no more. Is that not a shell of himself?
What Kobe are you talking about?
I specifically said, all right, Sebastian, you pissing me off now, bro. I said Kobe with the 8 versus Kobe with the 24.
Kobe was still yamming on folks with the 24, bro.
But was that the same Kobe? You sound like you're making the same argument as me, nigga.
Oh my god, bro.
Was he jumping from one side of the block reverse the same he was with the 8? No.
The first couple years, Kobe dropped 80. All right, bro. When he dropped 81, he hit that 24, right?
Was he a shell of himself or not, Sebastian?
No, the 24 Kobe's not.
Yes, he was, dog. That's not the same fucking Kobe.
Yo, Colin,
it was a complete. He started playing more in the
Colin
mid-range.
Colin
He became a mid-range god. What are you talking
about?
He started actually passing the ball. He led the Lakers in assists. That's what we doing, bro. He led the league in steals. Not led the league. He led the Lakers in steals. Was first team on defense. A completely different player.
The Ravens Bills, man.
When I turn his argument on him, you see how he get, right?
One last question.
When I turn his argument on him, you see how he get.
What team do you think is better? 2019, 2020 Lakers or the championship Raptors?
Y'all can suck. Hey, I'm sorry, real quick. In the chat, y'all can suck dick as much as y'all want, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Kobe Bryant. If you watch young Kobe Bryant and older Kobe Bryant, it's two completely different niggas. D Rose in that last year
Colin, you gotta specify what years.
There's an entire documentary about his last season with the Wolves, bro.
You gotta specify what years of Kobe you're talking about, bro. Because he had 24 for a long time, a very long time, bro. He was yamming on folks. He was doing all that stuff for several of those years.
D Rose was yamming on folks, or was yamming it with the Wolves. Was he throwing it down the same way he was with the Bulls?
I don't remember seeing D Rose dunk one time.
Then why are you speaking? Then why are you telling me what D Rose isn't doing if you don't remember?
I said no. I'm saying I don't remember him dunking.
Why I can get
I don't remember him dunking one time because he was a shell of himself.
He did. That's the conversation. Y'all can make jokes if y'all want, bro. But if you're saying somebody's a shell of yourself, and no, we're not comparing. You know what I'm saying? We're not comparing D Rose and Kobe. I'm talking about the essence of the conversation. The conversation is you can still be a great player while being a shell of yourself. That's the point. Just because he was a shell of himself doesn't mean he's not greatness. A shell of myself as D Rose, nigga. I'm better than You're top 15. At least like 10 of your top 15. I'm better than them niggas.
Yo, I just
As a
Googled
shell
it,
of
yo.
myself.
Derrick Rose dunked with the Timberwolves one time.
Yo, get out of here.
One time.
Yeah.
It was March 18th. March 18th, 2028,
She
bro.
didn't look that.
2018, bro. One dunk.
That's fine, bro. That nigga was hitting wild layups in the air, hanging on niggas' heads. Pause. You know what I'm saying, bro? D Rose was still bouncy, doing whatever he had to do. He was still floating through the air, going crazy, driving to the rack. I don't care what this nigga got to say about that. The point is, he was a shell of himself, but he was still a dog that year. To the point where the starting point guard said, I should probably come off the bench. Team went to the playoffs. Not only did they go to playoffs, they won a series.
I don't think they did.
They did win a series because Jeff Teague talks about it all the time.
2018?
Jeff Teague talks about it he talks about how they was like, we're not about to win this series. And them niggas came back from a wild deficit. Jeff Teague talks about it all the time on his podcast. And that was the year with D Rose, and D Rose scored 51, and they talk about how it was such an emotional situation.
Yo, Colin, man, don't do this, bro. don't
if Teague is wrong, bro, if Teague is wrong, then cool. If Teague is wrong, then cool. But dog, watch Teague podcast, bro.
Bro, Brett
talks about
Patrick Beverly jumped on the stanchion for a reason.
Patrick Beverly was not on that team.
Exactly.
Patrick Beverly was not on that team.
Bro, that's my
Sebastian,
point.
you're talking about like a 5 to 7 year difference. We're talking about two completely different Wolves teams.
It's because
Ant was on the team with Pat Bev.
Won a playoff series in that long. That's my point.
Whatever, bro. Then maybe I don't know what it was, but Teague said they fucking did some shit, nigga. Point is, D Rose had a great year, nigga. I don't care, bro. The point is that like you're getting through all of this shit, you're throwing all of this little bullshit into the mix. The point is, nigga, as a shell of himself, D Rose was still a good player. Yo. So to bring it back to what we were actually talking about, D Rose with LeBron was trashing whoever the fuck you was putting in front of them, Sebastian. And how do I know this? Because he did it year upon year upon year upon year again. Nigga, you driving me to drink. God damn, bro. Okay. What should I mix this with? Should I do the triple sec? Should I go with the citrus or should I go with the peach?
I would say triple sec, but you ain't listening to me today, so.
Hey yo, Sebastian, yo, where you at, man? Let's throw hands just for the love for the fuck of it. Because I know you're one of the only niggas I could just pull up on, throw hands with, and then like be like, all right, cool. I'll see you next week.
we can do it, man. We can do it. Alvarez,
the only niggas I can actually pull up, throw hands with, and it'll be cool.
Not the funeral. He said pull up to the funeral. That sounded crazy.
He think he me, bro. That was me when I pulled up for the Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl. Yeah. He think he me, yo. I pulled up, I say, yo, it's a funeral.
That sounds crazy.
Oh, and then I had to leave because I was really about to make it a funeral.
We're
not gonna talk about that though.
I mean, it's almost that time again. Super Bowl.
Sebastian, was you there that year?
Bringing it full circle.
You were there?
I was yelling at baby.
Man, if it wasn't for your brother, man, that man. This man, brother, talking, yo. This man very calm, yo. The wildest nigga of the group too. Yo, don't disrespect PMC's crib. In that moment in my rage, I was like,
"Oh my god, yo,
nigga,
That's when I almost hit that parlay. I almost hit that Super Bowl parlay. I almost hit that parlay.
I almost hit a parlay too.
So the audience at home understand. As y'all know, Colin and PMC, or Colin's a Chiefs fan, PMC is an Eagles fan. They played each other in the Super Bowl. And during the final waning moments of that Super Bowl,
I never got to see my team
we didn't get to enjoy it because shit went very left. Very left, bro. That's how I'll keep it at that. But good time.
And my parlay almost hit. That's all I remember. I was about to be a millionaire. I was like 2 things away.
I had one of the coldest walk-off lines ever, bro. That was I ain't never walked off and said something like that before. That was one of the coldest walk-off lines I ever had, bro.
Shout out to that apartment complex. Actually, no, don't shout out to them.
Well, shout out to that room, man.
Yeah, shout out to that room, but not the
that little community room, man. There's numbers in that community room.
Speaking of parlays, Sebastian.
Oh, it's on me.
What a segue, man. Who better, man? Who else could do it? Who else could do it like us, man?
Let's get the parlay.
Alright, y'all know the vibes. Parlay of the day. I got 16 legs for y'all this go around. With a random dollar amount. I got a profit booster, so it's up. But to start off with the Rams-Eagles game, I got Rams. I got Rams money line. I got Saquon getting a touchdown. I got Kyron Williams getting a touchdown. I got Saquon 2 receptions. Devontae Smith 3 receptions. AJ Brown 4 receptions. Kyron Williams 50 rushing yards. Saquon Barkley 60 rushing yards. And Puka Nacua anytime touchdown. That leg alone was plus 4,995. So we'll see if that works out in the early game. And then that late game, I got Lamar Jackson for 150 passing yards, Josh Allen for 175 passing yards, James Cook anytime touchdown, Derrick Henry anytime touchdown, Derrick Henry 50 yards, and James Cook 40 yards rushing, and Bills money line. So double the upsets today. $5.04 will net me $3,269.29. So tail it if you want. It's a little wild one. I combined some of these. Thank you. I combined some of these with an earlier parlay that I hit that I'm already halfway through. It's basically for every team to score a rushing touchdown this weekend. So it's looking good. If I just get through the Rams-Eagles game, I need Kyron Williams to hold it down for me because I'm pretty sure either Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, or Derrick Henry or James Cook will be finding pay dirt for me. So send me your prayers, yo. But that should hit and I should be up, man. But yeah, parlay of the day.
Okay. The Josh Allen and James Cook. I think if one hits, the other one doesn't. That's gonna be tough, but that's a hell of a parlay. I think that can hit.
Listen, hopefully it all hits.
That can hit.
Hopefully it all hits, and I'm able to triple down. That would be great.
Crazy.
And the Ravens gonna win, but
that's true. Ravens and Eagles. That's what's gonna kill you. But.
Probably. I almost kept the money lines out of it, but there was pluses. I was like, why not? Why not?
Should have picked Eagles.
But it's 1.5 though, isn't it?
I don't remember what it was for each of them. It was like plus one.
It's not crazy.
It was like plus 170 and then plus 120. But Bills are home, and like I said, like all year I've been on the Josh Allen train.
Not spread, my bad.
Yeah, and then for the Rams, it was really just my deep down Eagles hate probably that took over.
Chiefs Commanders. Hey Toby, bro. Jaden Daniels, man. Jaden Daniels, man. Hell of a year, bro.
It's over.
Hell of a year, my nigga. Go ahead and pack it the fuck up, bro.
Oh man, we'll see, bro.
Listen, the buck stops here, but man,
we'll see. We'll see, man. They got something in the water in Washington, bro. Something going on. Yeah. They win a lot of close games.
Yeah, nigga, lead. That's what's in our water. We all grew up with lead in the water.
Hey, man.
Lead and PCP, which is which is ironically also called water.
I don't know if I would call it a belt.
Anything else?
Like what? Did you watch the game?
I don't know if I would call it a belt.
First of all, it was Kenny Pickett. Let's be clear. It was Kenny Pickett. And they came
the
back.
The last couple weeks, I haven't been able to.
It wasn't Lions. Like they came back and won the game, but it wasn't built.
Last couple weeks, PMC, I have not been able to tell the difference.
Hey man.
hey man.
And I was with you on the whole Jalen Hurts going to get it together for the postseason.
I'm gonna say this: if they're gonna sit Jalen, then they need to play Tanner McKee because it ain't Pickett.
Sitting Hurts is crazy, bro.
Tanner McKee is nice.
Pause. Yo, Sebastian, what's up with you, bro?
I can't call it, bro.
Yo, why does sitting hurt, bro? What you doing? Yo, like what you
sitting hurts.
What's going on over there?
I said sit hurts, man.
Hey, yo, Lee, man, your man getting jumped. Bro.
Yeah, we need Lee, man. We might get canceled.
Lee would have backed me, bro. I think. Oh my god.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, terrible, bro. I'm not saying nothing no more.
Hey, yo.
It's crazy.
All right, man.
But yeah, we
Shout
got.
Billy.
I think that's all we got. So we can end it here. Like always, like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully we'll see y'all next week.
I hope y'all enjoyed the basketball conversation, man.
Sebastian
Preview.
got freaky parlays, man.